If you thought the traditional powerhouses were guaranteed an easy path this tournament, the opening matches are already proving otherwise. Mexico just had to battle for a 2-0 win over South Africa, and South Korea had to scramble from behind to beat Czechia 2-1. Today's schedule features a collision between immense national expectations and the disruption of fearless, organized opponents. For the tournament's biggest favorites, today is perfectly engineered to be a trap. The pressure is strictly on the Giants to perform immediately, while the underdogs can play freely, waiting for the precise moment to strike. Because of the extreme fragility of a football match, all it takes is one error. A single red card or an unexpected early goal can instantly destroy years of strategic preparation. In these opening rounds, raw talent on paper often takes a back seat. The real test today is entirely psychological. It's about which squad can handle the pressure and who will crack under it. That pressure is magnified tenfold when you are hosting the tournament. Both Canada and the United States take the pitch today, knowing they urgently need to capitalize on the massive energy of a packed home stadium. But a home field advantage can quickly become a trap. If a host nation fails to secure an early lead, that roaring crowd stops cheering and starts worrying. Suddenly, the team is playing in a tense, anxious environment that actively works against them. Canada is walking right into this dynamic against Bosnia and Herzegovina. This is a Bosnian squad built heavily on experience and sheer physicality, the exact tools needed to absorb early energy and grind down a nervous host. The United States faces a nearly identical dynamic against Paraguay. The Paraguayans are a highly disciplined defensive unit, built precisely to survive heavy pressing from a home team, and they are fully capable of punishing a mistake on the counterattack. For the US and Canada, surviving these disciplined underdogs provides a critical psychological hurdle, testing their ability to prevent an immediate tournament crisis. But if we're talking about heavy expectations, no team carries a burden quite like Brazil. For over 2 decades, the 5-time champions have failed to lift the World Cup, a ghost that haunts every new generation of players. Today, that anxiety is compounded. They are stepping onto the pitch with legendary manager Carlo Ancelotti, trying to implement his system, but they have to do it without their veteran talisman. Neymar is entirely unavailable. This youth movement, led by Vinícius Jr. and Rafinha, must now carry the full weight of a desperate nation's expectations without their veteran leader. On paper, Brazil will likely dominate possession and control the tempo of the game. Internally, however, their mental state is highly fragile heading into an opening match where anything less than 3 points is considered a disaster. Brazil faces 2 opponents today, the 11 men in front of them and the 20 years of historical anxiety trailing behind them. Morocco functions as a tactical mechanism designed specifically to exploit that exact desperation. This is the team that reached the semifinals in 2022, becoming the first African nation to ever achieve that feat. They have already proven they are entirely unafraid of European or South American elite teams. As you can see in this tactical setup, Morocco relies on a highly organized defensive structure. They intentionally invite pressure, letting a possession-heavy team overcommit their attackers forward, which leaves massive patches of empty space behind them. Once the opponent pushes too high, the trap springs. Morocco quickly transitions the ball into that vacated space. It's the exact blueprint they use to shock powerhouses like Spain and Portugal. That makes Brazil versus Morocco the ultimate collision for today's matches. You have a team playing with historical desperation, running headfirst into a fearless, organized disruptor. It's the perfect recipe for a massive group stage upset. When the whistle blows today, what's written on paper won't matter. Raw talent becomes secondary to which squad can survive the psychological warfare on the pitch. If the big favorites like Brazil, the USA, and Canada secure their victories, they validate the hype. They will shatter their opening day anxiety and prove they have the composure of genuine title contenders. A loss for Brazil would suggest that Morocco's 2022 performance was the new standard for the tournament, rather than a statistical outlier. That absolute edge-of-your-seat unpredictability is exactly why this tournament is so captivating. Nobody truly knows what will happen until the game actually begins. So how do you see this playing out? When you weigh Brazil's immense psychological burden against Morocco's tactical discipline, who comes out on top? Drop your prediction for Brazil versus Morocco in the comments below, and let's see who gets it right.